Oh, fair sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place. Albeit you have deserved high commendation, true applause and love, but such is now the Duke's condition that he misconstrues all that you have done. The Duke is humorous. What he is indeed more suits you to conceive than I to speak of.
I thank you, sir. And pray you tell me this. Which of these here is daughter of the Duke? That here was at the wrestling?
Well, neither his daughter, if we judge by manners. But yet, indeed, the lesser was his daughter. The others, daughter to the banished Duke, and here detained by her usurping uncle to keep his daughter company, whose loves are dearer than the natural bond of sisters. But I can tell you that of late this Duke hath taken displeasure against his gentle niece, grounded upon no other argument but that the people praise her for her virtues and pity her for her good father's sake. And on my life his malice against the lady will suddenly break forth. Sir, fare you well. Hereafter, in a better world than this, I shall desire more love and knowledge of you. So, you want to know how it feels? Okay. I'll tell you. It feels like the middle of space, floating, alone, driving late at night down a deserted road, driving directly into a perfect dark that somehow gets darker. And the road and the woods and the sky all roll up into this huge gateway that's always opening, just opening as you arrive. The feeling of the steering wheel and the dashboard is so familiar, so owned by you. The girl, the victim, is in the seat beside you. But you're more alone than if she wasn't even there. Now, a lot of guys would try to deny this, but I feel like we can be honest with each other, don't you? That victim owes you her life. It's not hers anymore. From the minute she failed to protect herself, from the moment she trusted you, if you don't want her to breathe, if it gets to you at any point, what do? You kill her. That's logic. And then you get out of the car and you stand there on the road in the dark and you feel this stillness that sounds better to you than any human voice you have ever heard. You can't even remember your own voice, or if you had one. And then you think about the things in that car, on the floor, and the clothes, and that body. And you decide what you want to keep and what you want to throw away. And then you open the car door and you go through that bag on the floor and through those clothes and through that body, and anything you want is yours. Look, I didn't want to say anything, but I've fallen behind at work. Recently, they've let a few people go. Every day, there are fewer and fewer people doing the same amount of work. They have me running the accounting department entirely by myself. Oh, and that's not all. I'm also asked to answer the phones because there's no receptionist, fix the computers because there's no tech department, field customer complaints because there's no customer service. I'm in charge of the mailroom and the cafeteria, janitorial services, research, and development. Oh, last week, HR was let go, the whole department, and I received a memo which I'd actually typed myself because, there is no secretary, instructing me to familiarize myself with all applicable state and federal guidelines. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'd ask legal for advice, but I've never studied law, so I wouldn't know what to tell myself. And to top it all off, I have to take the CEO's dog out to poop 4 times a day at regular intervals. He's got stomach problems.